better than any drug.
The real reason exercise is good for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Salt. I'm a medical doctor and functional medicine practitioner.
I'm Elizabeth, a registered nurse and the wellness coach here at Just Be Well.
And this is Just Be Well, the channel about whole life wellness using functional medicine. Exercise. What about exercise? Well, first of all, we said it's better than any drug. Here's the scary fact. The proper use of medication is thought to be the 4th to 6th leading cause of death in the United States. Not mistakes, not drug errors, proper use. So comparing something to a drug right out the chute may not be the best comparison, but there's a lot of confusion about exercise. People think that maybe they should, exercise to lose weight. Study after study shows that exercising, just adding exercise without changing your diet, you don't lose weight.
Which is mind-blowing because I think of exercise as a lot of people think of it as the first step in a weight loss plan. Like,
Yep.
What do you do to lose weight? Well, you exercise. And actually, that's not true.
It isn't true as an isolated thing. Now, adding exercise to a diet and lifestyle, of course, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Stick around to the end because we've got some great stuff for you at the end, including some notes about this topic and what the real benefits of exercise are. If you like this kind of material, remember this is Just Be Well, the channel about whole life wellness. Please subscribe and hit the little bell. We just talked about exercise being better than any drug, but how is it better than any drug? Well, it lowers the risk of lots of disease states. It lowers your risk of cardiovascular disease, of stroke, of high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome, which is this condition that leads to high blood pressure and heart disease, and it's really about insulin resistance. So it helps with insulin resistance, which, by the way, is part of figuring out how to lose weight. It helps with type 2 diabetes. It helps with anxiety, arthritis, depression, and even falls. Exercise for the elderly is critical to prevent falls.
I think also with exercise that we forget how much it just helps you feel better. It improves your mood. Your energy increases with your movement. You sleep better.
So people think, well, I'll exercise when I feel better. No. Exercise to feel better.
It's true. It's the one thing you don't have the energy to do that you need to do to get the energy to do the other things you want to do.
Right.
Yeah, it improves, like you said, your energy, your sleep, your sex life.
It even helps your social life. But how does it do this? It improves your body composition. That's the first thing it does. And what does that really mean?
With exercise, you build more muscle, you have less fat. So muscle takes more calories to maintain, obviously, than fat.
Yep, fat is a kind of a dormant tissue and muscle is a metabolically active tissue. So you start revving up the mitochondria in your muscle. So the mitochondria are the little organelles inside your cells that convert your food into energy. More of these mitochondria means that you extract more energy from your food, and that's what gives you energy and all that kind of stuff. Exercise releases something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is a big mouthful that's abbreviated BDNF. And BDNF has been shown to help you learn 20% faster.
If I would have known that before my college classes, I think that would have been very helpful instead of waking up and grabbing the coffee.
Yeah, in fact, it's been shown that exercising before you study is better than a pot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So, anytime you're up against a neurological cognitive challenge, exercise. That's the best way to enhance your learning. And why? Because it helps with brain growth and it helps create more connections between neurons. These connections, these synapses, they're called. Those connections are where memories live. They're where your cognitive flexibility lives. And this BDNF is what does that. 20 to 30 minutes of aerobic activity will increase your BDNF by 30%.
It kind of brings that picture together for me. The more I exercise and get outdoors, just the better I think.
Yep.
It just brings it all together.
Exercise helps us release dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. These are all neurochemicals, neurotransmitters, neuromessengers that are involved in mood.
Feel good.
They help you feel better. Serotonin, we all know about serotonin release or serotonin uptake inhibitors. Those are antidepressants. Dopamine is thought to be the reward molecule. If you're in a casino and you pull the handle and it goes ding, ding, ding just right, you win a little money and get a dopamine surge. Your Facebook chime goes off on your phone, a little dopamine surge. Having more text messages, all of those things, a little dopamine surge. Well, having more dopamine in your life tends to make you feel better overall.
And it's a healthier way to get it. It lowers your cortisol levels and decreases your risk for dementia. And I did not know this, but exercising 3 times a week is just as effective as taking Zoloft.
It is.
Without the side effects.
Right, and with positive side effects.
Yes.
So we think about, for every ill a pill, right? And I feel kind of crappy and maybe I should take some Zoloft or some other antidepressant. But the truth is a healthy lifestyle and incorporating movement is actually as good as most drugs. That's the thing that blows my mind. Even like ADD, ADHD, hyperactivity disorder, people who incorporate regular activity into their life, they actually find that they don't need their meds anymore. And incorporating something called high intensity interval training actually helps release even more BDNF. So this is just like a very short period of time where you go full tilt. Typically you'll do 30 seconds of full go, like get on an exercise bike and warm up for 4 to 6 minutes and then give 30 seconds of everything you've got. And then 30 seconds of rest and 30 seconds of everything you've got and 30 seconds of rest and 30 seconds of everything you've got. And you do that until you can't do it anymore. And believe it or not, it's only going to be about 4 times. 4, if you're a superhuman, maybe 5 or 6 times. But you do that, and it's going to be the hardest exercise you do. So, it seems like it'd be easy because it's only 10 minutes, but you're going to be laying on the ground with your tongue hanging in the dirt when you're done with this. It's hard. But, if you're physically fit enough, this isn't the first thing you add. You add walking first, and then you graduate to more intense and more intense and more intense. And the sort of the pinnacle is being fit enough to add high-intensity interval training. And that's where you get a lot of benefits from that taxing of your physiology.
So what do you do? How do you incorporate this into your already busy full pack schedule? I just don't have time to exercise. I think that is a common thing that people complain about, and it's legitimate as well. But I think we forget we can start where we're at. We can start by doing small amounts of time, maybe 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Maybe it's parking on the other side of the parking lot and walking further into the building, taking the stairs instead of the escalator. We've all heard of those small things, but they do add up.
Instead of doing 10 minutes of lapping to find what I call the TV parking, in the TV show, they always drive straight up and park right in front of the door. That's TV parking. Well, instead of doing 10 minutes of laps looking for TV parking, park in the back, get out of the car, walk. That's 2 or 3 or 5 minutes of walking. Take the stairs instead of the escalator. Take the escalator and walk on the escalator instead of the elevator. Don't roll your stuff. Carry your stuff. Put it on a backpack instead of a roller bag. Just become more physical during your day. And then, think about what you really want out of life. What do you really want out of life? We started this by telling you that exercise is better than any drug. There is no drug that can do what exercise does. And if your goal in life is to be healthy and happy and joyous, exercise is a part of that. So saying you don't have time to exercise is the same thing as saying, I don't have time to be happy. I don't have time to be healthy. I don't have time to be joyous. So it becomes a matter of putting it into your armamentarium and thinking about it. Being intentional comes back to what we keep talking about, be intentional with your life. So this is Just Be Well, the channel about whole life wellness. And if you like this kind of content, we would love it if you subscribed and if you hit the bell so that you get notifications from us. Also, in the comments, there's going to be a web link to go to. You can join our community. We're going to have, or you will be able to join us on webinars and so on for Q&As and just to get deeper into this whole idea of functional medicine and whole life wellness, ranging from spirituality, psychosocial, spiritual domains of health, all the way down to digestion and elimination and everything in between. All right. It's been great. Have a good day.
Thank you.